We're going to take a look here, make sure I'm online. Pull up chat. This is an odd sort of Monday afternoon stream time. So maybe someone will be here. Maybe you'll be catching this. It is working. We're live. It is an odd afternoon sort of stream time, so maybe someone will be here. Maybe they'll be watching this later on archive. But today we are continuing our Thailand builds in this neighborhood of Willow Creek, which I'm coming to sort of call Little Bangkok, because everything I'm building so far for the upcoming pack, right? Building in advance, getting things ready for when the pack gets here. So I'm ready to go, jump right into gameplay, jump right into storytelling. Everything so far has been in this neighborhood. Now, this is kind of an ultra-modern apartment building I've been working on. There are several things I do want to add to this. Primarily today, I want to work on the subway and the subway station, which will be underneath this building, and some landscaping out front here in this plaza, right? We don't have a huge plaza. This is only a 30 by 40 lot. Ideally, I would like a much larger lot for this build. This is a luxury, ultra-modern high-rise. But I don't know, like all of us, let me clear my throat there. I don't know, like all of us, what the lot sizes are, but I think we can probably count on at least one 30 by 40, right? Probably more than one, but at least one. So I know that this will fit. And then if I have a larger lot, say a 40 by 40, maybe a 50 by 50, I can put this there and then outfit with other buildings around it or a larger plaza. That's what I've done so far. Like these lots over here are 20 by 30 and a 20 by 15. Again, pretty common lot sizes that we can reasonably expect to have in game. And in fact, just judging by the trailer and counting up the grid squares, right, in the trailer, we're going to have at least one 20 by 30 and one 20 by 15. Now, you could guess that anyway, because those are the two most popular sizes. But there you go. Now, in this building right now, we have a sort of lobby area, although I may turn this into a first floor apartment. I think I'm going to put the entrance from the subway, like a direct entrance from the building, along with a public entrance. So this will be a public entrance for the subway over in this area. But the building itself, because it is a luxury building, because they've paid for it, will have its own independent entrance down into the subway system. And then back here have maybe, this is kind of a communal living area, have maybe a communal workspace. Very popular, I noticed, in Thailand. A lot of videos, they have a lot of communal, like living areas, communal workspaces. So if you need to work from home, there were really large, modern, really nice sort of office spaces, kind of the idea of a business center at a hotel, but done really, really well. So we've got that. Then up here on this floor, we're going to have a gym off of the pool. This is a one-bedroom unit here, typical one-bedroom. This is what I consider my apartment in this building. It is a two-story loft-style apartment. Again, you do see some of that in luxury buildings, luxury structures, luxury apartment buildings. You'll see a little bit of this sort of two-story open concept like this. We have a big open loft kind of area. Next to it is another one-bedroom apartment. And then this is going to be the entrance for what is essentially our penthouse, right? We only have 4 floors, but this is going to be our penthouse along here. So let me drop down here a little bit. One thing I've been wanting to do, and this will give you some idea. I'm going to work on this apartment later. I don't want to do this first, but there is something that's kind of been on my head. I think I'm going to make this like quite a bit wider, kind of like that, I guess. Then I could put like a seating area here, like a sectional area, because the front door for this off of the elevator. Are we getting elevators with this pack, right? Probably not. But I am always hopeful, so I'm marking off a space for an elevator in the middle of the building. if we get elevators, even if we don't, this will be the front door. So you would come into kind of a small living room area here with the sectional. So I think I'm going to do that right here. Now this building as well, the exterior will be super bright, right? The exterior is going to be lit up like a Christmas tree, like the proverbial Christmas tree here in the United States. The interior is a lot darker and more shadowy and kind of dramatic, almost theatrical sort of lighting, is to be indicative of the sort of story that I want to tell that fits in with this building. So that's kind of where that's headed. Now, we're going to go through here and we're going to just kind of lop off a chunk of these existing kind of terraced ways out here, terraced walkways. Going to take that out. We'll take that out, that out. Like so. I don't know where I'm going to put that. Let's move that over here. I grabbed a few of these together debug menu. I went there looking specifically for the subway canopy since I knew it was in there. It's actually much larger than this. I shrunk this down after I placed it on this lot because it's actually really huge. Well, come on. That I'm going to check out the other part of this structure because in San Sequoia you've got this big canopy and you've got kind of an entrance it sits down below it, and I can't remember if that's a spawn point or not. I have to admit I have not played very much in San Sequoia. I did do a lot of building there, but I didn't do a lot of play there, so I can't remember if that acts as a spawn point or not. But if it doesn't, what I'm probably going to do is use an elevator as a spawn point. This is something I did a video on a long time ago, like as part of the City Living rollout. And you can use elevators as a sort of spawn point for your Sims to create a custom spawn point on a lot. So my thought is to create a custom spawn point downstairs in the subway, as though your Sim, of course, is arriving via subway back home. Put this here. This is just going to be a start. Let's drop down and start framing out our subway station. Now this station, as I mentioned, I want to have an entrance directly into the building up above. And then down here we'll have something of, I have all the time in the world, but I don't like for builds to take forever. Naturally, we don't have escalators in game. This always reminds me a little bit of an escalator. Let's see here. Let's get it in kind of a gray. And we'll put it here. Put another one next to it. Come up here and see what it looks like. That looks pretty good. I mean, that's going to be kind of about the right spacing for a subway, descent, subway platform going down. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and frame out this particular entrance here. Put a little wall around it. Like so. Because what I want to do is either make planters myself, right? Build some planters here, or take stuff like this and kind of put it into place. It's and put some greenery in it. It's kind of a surround for the subway opening to kind of soften it with some greenery and landscaping. Because again, this is a really nice area, right? People pay a lot of money to live here. And as a consequence, they have a certain expectation of what their environment's going to look like. Now, in an ideal world, I actually kind of think that, every place should look really nice, to be quite honest. I think every place should look like people have the expectation that it's going to be nice. That's not how the world is, but I think it'd be really cool if it was. I would like to see that. Let me see here. Let's grab this. I think I will go ahead and take this part off, like so. And then we'll put these planters here. One thing I'd also need is to put in some cheats, I think. No, maybe no. Maybe I put them in already. Let's see. Because what I need, I think I need something from debug from San Myshuno. Come on. Let me fix something over here real quick on that build. Just going to try something here. I'm getting a lot of fuzziness. I hope that the quality of this is coming through okay. It's always really hard to tell, but I hope so. We're going to hope, fingers crossed, that it is coming through okay. Let's go ahead and put a small area here for some plantings, right? And we'll go ahead, kind of frame this out like this and like this. So we're getting kind of a nice setup for our subway platform. We'll throw in some dirt. I'm not real sure what I want to paint this. I mean, I kind of would like to use something that ties in with the overall look, but I also want something that's going to be super bright at night, again, because this neighborhood is supposed to be really, really bright, really brightly lit. Let's go with that and that for now. It's definitely bright, and we'll put some white here on top. One thing we can do as well is there's lighting in the lighting debug menu. Let's see here, which does not seem to be active. Let me see. Oops. There. These sort of things, you can sometimes insert them in these walls and it'll really pop up that brightness, make it look really, really alive, you know, with light. Right now, though, I do want to look through the San Myshuno debug stuff. I think it's in debug for one of the sort of like billboards, you know, the moving billboards that came with City Living. Let's see here. We will... I could use one of those downstairs maybe in the subway. Let's go ahead and put one down there. Don't want to forget it. We'll stick one of those down there in the subway, and then still have some stuff like this. I don't think that'll do it. Let's not use that. Let's go on up here. This was like a San Myshuno subway kind of thing, I think. I guess we could have done that here instead of this, but I'm not sure that Sims will walk under that. We could have tried it, though. Maybe on another build. So here, we'll delete that for now. I got to remember that, though. I think we could put that downstairs to act as sort of a ticket machine. In fact, I'm going to put a couple of those down there, maybe build like a wall of them. Because again, when you go down in subways, typically there's going to be several locations to buy tickets, right? Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're still there. A lot of times nowadays, of course, you're going to have, you can just do it on your phone, right? So you can go on your phone, you get your subway fare, put it on your phone, tap your phone on the subway, turnstile, walk right in, right? So that's how I've mostly done it. The most recent times I've used the subway, San Francisco and New York. So, I guess there is that maybe we don't need those machines as much, but I'm going to still use them. I'm going to put a couple of these out here too. Those, in fact, a lot of those might come in handy. I'm going to put in several of these out here. And so far, I'm still not finding what actually came in here for. Sleek elevator. I'm going to grab that. I wonder if it'll let me go ahead and put it down. Oh, it did. Okay. Sometimes it won't let you put it down. I actually have one of those elevators saved in my library inside a room, so I can just plop the room down and get an elevator in that fashion. I'm not finding, I'm sure it's in here. Aha, well, here's something. Now, this is cool. This works. We're going to bring this here. There it is. That's what I'm looking for here. This sort of like, I'm going to grab a couple of those, I think. Moving advertisement sign. Super cool. Love those. Okay, so that's what we need right now for this. Let's go ahead. Let's drop downstairs real quick and take a look. This, I just want to use maybe as a spawn point. We'll see when we get there. Going to kind of spread these out a little bit. People don't usually want to be right up against somebody when they're buying their subway fare. And I wonder how this will look if we try to encase it in a wall, kind of like that. See, it actually looks pretty good. I mean, it definitely gives us that impression of, I think these are parking meters or something. What are these? Nothing. They're debug. But I think they're supposed to be parking meters, but it definitely gives us that look of ticket machines for the subway. We're going to go ahead and bring out a wall here. Let's see if we have, I don't think we have any sort of railing that even comes close to looking like an escalator railing, right? Not really. We've got something like that, but, oh, and it's not work. I guess it's not going to work for me, is it? I've had some trouble of late with, the railings showing up. And a few other kind of glitchy things like that with build mode. Now, my hope is that is because they're already kind of patching in some of the new rental stuff, right? Slowly kind of introducing some of the stuff, and it's kind of throwing build mode off a little bit until it's all in place. We'll see. Now, one thing I could do real quick, let's put this here, this elevator. Well, it's not wanting, I think... Let's try a different one. I'm going to grab the one I have in my library because I believe it will let me kind of slide it around. If I can find it here. It's a long ways back. There it is. There it is right there. So we're going to grab that. We're going to put it here. We'll grab that out of there. Oh, it's still not letting me slide it around. Okay, so let's Let's do that. Let's take that out of the way. I'm going to grab a garbage can here, though, and we'll still kind of go over how this can work. Now, we've got this sort of can here that works really well for the city, like down in a subway situation. I use this one a lot. I mean, the typical sort of 1970s looking, public trash can, public plaza trash can. Do. We can use the tool mod to kind of slide that around a little bit. Let's hope here that comes on for us. We'll move it around. I'm going to move it away from the X by about half of a square, and towards Y, half of a square. We'll see here. Maybe that'll get us close enough. And it did. And see what it does here is it puts the elevator inside the garbage can just to disguise it, right? So when you spawn onto this lot, though, you'll actually spawn here. You'll spawn as though you're coming out of the elevator, right? That's actually how it works. Now, the elevator won't work on these lots as an elevator to go up to different floors, but it does work as a spawn point, which is interesting. So we're going to put it there. That's our spawn point. And let's grab a little lighting here for this area. So when our Sims get home, it's like they're getting home into the subway. I'm going to give this very much a high-tech sort of feel, kind of, to match the building up above. Put that sort of warm wood there. Guess we can cover the whole area in it. Do. Now, I might change this around. We'll see. I was looking at some subway stations today. I've not done a whole lot of research on them in Bangkok, but I saw some that were really cool, really like brand new, looked really, really nice. My thought right now is just to keep this more in keeping with, like I said, the building upstairs, because it's basically kind of part of that development. So there's kind of a whole development here, right? It's kind of part of that development. And we can take this kind of information board. I wouldn't mind a few more information boards like that. I wish we had something that looks like a map. So something like this. And I guess I can use this. I'm thinking something like that, but down here, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll put this here. I want to make that a little bit further back, though, because it is a subway station. I want to keep a little bit of realism here. It doesn't have to be that real. We're not going to use it for that much, but I do want to have a little bit of realism because, well, no reason, just because. That's it. That's it. Just because, basically, I don't know where I was going with that thought, because the reason is because I do, right? So we're going to put this flooring in here. I don't know if I'm going to like that. That's a little bit different, but we're going to see. I'm going to turn the lights back on in this place. We're going to see if I do end up liking it. I'm going to kind of back this with, a wall there. And then my thought is to do two more stairways going down to nothing. I'm not going to do anything down below there right now. It's just set dressing. But 2 more stairways that could appear to be going in different directions. You know, like maybe they're going to 2 different platforms. I'm going to need that to be a little bit bigger. Looks like the railing worked here. That's super cool. Okay, so I might need to make this a little bit bigger as well. Just leave it there. Grab another one. How far back can we go? That's not too bad, but I do think we could move these over like so. Then we'll go back up here. Okay. We're going to move this over here. We'll put this in front of it. Like, hey, check your lines here, right, before you go downstairs. Check which subway, platform you need to head towards. The usual typical subway stuff. Let's grab these tiles. Put them all the way down the hall. And then down here, we're going to have a little bit more plain walls downstairs because I think once you start to get down towards the subway platform, a lot of times it does get plainer. It's not quite as fancy as it is maybe up above the first initial station you come up on, that first street level one. Okay, let's see. And then to tie the upstairs and the downstairs together a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and make those maybe kind of glowing there. Throw a little glow on it for now. Glow it up a bit, and then we'll do that there. Mm-hmm. That is not too bad. Let's see here. We can use this. Give us a little bit of light over our board. And I think we'll stick in a couple of cabinets here. I mean, not for any reason. Just because they're, it's just one of those things you find in subways sometimes, right? These sort of random cabinets. And they're locked, and who knows what's in there or why they're there. But when they design the place, they put them there, and so there you go. In fact, let's move it down just a little bit, and we'll move this down. And we'll go ahead and put in a door. So we'll kind of create the idea of a maintenance closet or janitorial closet branching off back in here, right? It's right next to our escalators, so probably a maintenance closet. Some control machinery. Let's see here. There's one door that I use like for everything. So let's see, where is it? There it is. There it is, the ubiquitous door. Just the everything door. I'm going to put that there. Has a very sort of like just nondescript everyday appearance. Like you can use it for an apartment. You can use it for an administrative building. You can use it for a closet, door. Just works everywhere all the time. We're going to grab that there. Do. It's pretty dark and shadowy down here, but that is how I want it. Want to see it just be pretty dramatic. Probably don't need those lights right there because I am going to put in stairs back here for our apartment. Our apartment building entrance into the main lobby. And they're a little bit grander, right? You know, they're a little bit grander than these stairs for the public over here, the escalator. They're a little bit grander. They're double wide. There's a lot of space to go up and down. Again, kind of indicative of the place that you are entering, the place that you're going. Let's see here. Okay, and back down we go. And you can kind of see here again, I guess we really didn't need anything back behind there. But it's fine. I mean, there's not anything wrong with it. It's good enough. Though it's kind of weird here, though. And I know that's because I've got an elevated foundation, right, to make the building as a whole taller. So let me see what kind of foundation we have here. Can I put anything there at all? I guess not. I thought I might be able to, but that's kind of weird. So I guess we're kind of stuck with that space. Let's try. Maybe it's a floor and I lifted the floor up, and so we have to use these foundations. Let's try that. No, it's not wanting to do it there either. Okay, so we're going to have to leave it alone. We are going to leave it alone. If something comes to me later, then, you know, I'll tackle it later, see what we can come up with. Let's see here. Throw this in. And my thought is to go ahead and do it kind of around the top here too. Completely replicate what we've got. I'm going to need to put in some sort of seating down here as well. Some sort of bench, you know, something like that. Let's see here. Let's look and see what kind of vending machines we have. Let's throw a vending machine or two down here. I don't really want to put them up on the street level. And I know we have more vending machines than that. Where are the other ones? Wonder what? Let's see here. try it like that. Is that, yeah, see, here's the one. Here's the one from like high school. That's what I was looking for. Is that it though? Is that all we have is just those? Why did I think we had more? I don't know. Obviously, what we have is those. That's good enough. That's cute enough, I guess. We'll throw in some snacks here. And if I come across some more later, then maybe I'll throw in some more later. Throw in some freezy treats. It is Thailand. It is hot there a lot. So we'll throw in those little freezy treats there. Get us a set of vending machines going. And then we'll put in like some benches, I think, over here. And my thought is go ahead and to take these out. And we're going to use this, these like strip lights, just like we're using everywhere else. Like so, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll do a row of benches over here. We're going to use the sectional style from Dream Home Decorator. I use these all the time. I love that kit. I do. Or that game pack. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Super, super cool. We're just going to put a whole... Well, you know what? Let's separate them a little bit. Let's leave one space there. So we'll put like a table there. Because people don't necessarily want to sit right up against, somebody else. Well, they don't in America. Maybe in Thailand they don't care as much. They might not. Here in America, if you put like 5 benches, you put a big old long bench like that, how many people are going to sit there? One person will sit on that bench and everyone else will come and look at it and be like, oh, there's someone already sitting there. And they'll just stand even though it could hold 5 people, right? Let's see here. You know what we'll use just to keep it cohesive. We'll just use one of these cabinets. And I might grab some posters or something. We'll take a look here. We might put up some movie posters or something here by the benches. Because again, in Subways, you find an awful lot of advertising. We're going to take those up just a little bit off the floor there. There we go. And we've got quite a few movie posters really to choose from in-game. Well, they've put a lot of them in-game. Let's see. Depending on what packs. I think this one pack in particular has a bunch. But, we could do stuff like this. We could, advertise, the local university. I'd like to have something with a frame around it, though. It's the only bad thing about those posters. I really want to do something with a frame because, again, typically sanctioned advertising, not where someone just took something, like some random, poster and stuck it on the wall, Sanctioned advertising usually is going to be in kind of a frame type setup down in the subway. Now that, that you're going to find anywhere. In fact, I might stick one of those down here. We're not really doing this area, but let me go ahead and stick that down there as just kind of a nod to the fact that sometimes in the subway, people are going to just slap up a poster that says, see my band, we're so cool, da-da-da. Try to get you to come in real quick. Maybe some graffiti. This is a brand new station, though, in a very nice area. This building has security. So there's not any graffiti in this station. This is a nice subway station. I kind of wonder what the laws are, in, say, Bangkok when it comes to... Oh, I love that one. Malpractice. My favorite movie poster is Malpractice. Got the hot doctors there. I wonder what the penalties are, for like defacing and graffiti. Like Singapore, I've always heard is pretty strict, So if Bangkok is just as strict, it might be you just aren't going to find it. All of the videos I've seen so far kind of looking into this a little bit in anticipation of actually building this, their subways looked really clean, right? Like super, super clean. And I love New York. New York's super cool, but oh my God, their subways, their subways make you want to take a bath when you get off. But it's a really cool city. It's a really nice place to visit. Totally recommend it. But Washington D.C. has really nice subways, and I found I didn't use the subway a lot in San Francisco, but where I did use it, I found that it was really nice. It really was really nice. Now, I think they've got some stations in the sort of town that I'm not going to be going to because I don't do drugs and I'm not looking for prostitution. But if I was and I went to those part of towns, maybe the subway's not as great. But the areas I was in, the subway stations were really pretty nice. Let's see here. Just looking to see if there's something else we could kind of put up on the wall that would act as a form of advertising. Something like this. This actually works really well. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Nice travel poster there. We might be able to do something else. What's the different things we have? Let's go with that. We're in Bangkok, and Como Rebi puts these posters everywhere. So when you're done at the beach in Bangkok, maybe you're thinking, hey, I'm going to go do a little snow skiing in Como Rebi. They're not that far apart. Pretty quick airfare, right? Pretty quick flight. So we're going to assume that's what they're doing there. Okay, so this is not too bad. You come down to the subway, you got this nice little station, go downstairs, catch your line, right? Now, in reality, it probably would be bigger. It probably would be bigger. Subway station would be bigger. But there's not much need for it here just for set dressing and kind of storytelling. So we're not going to worry about it overly much. I do want to take one of these, though. I forgot about this. I want one of those down there. Did I leave room for one of those? I think so. Maybe we could put it here, kind of as you're getting ready to go down. Yeah, just like that. That looks good. You don't need that side. So that looks really good. I like that right there. We're going to leave that there. Some advertisement as you head down. You might even be able to put advertisements here. Again, if you've ever been in a subway, there's usually just advertisements everywhere, like on every wall, right? So it definitely would fit. It definitely would work. We're going to put this somewhere. Let's do that. Maybe put it there. I'm going to do like kind of a smaller version of this. Kind of like that. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller too. Again, super nice neighborhood, you guys, right? This is a super nice neighborhood. So they don't want as much of that going on, but there's always going to be some of it. So maybe we can put that back here a little bit. I'm going to call that pretty good for the moment. Let's throw in a little landscaping here and kind of start thinking about how I'm going to handle this plaza because I don't know. I do not know what I'm going to do with that plaza. Something. Throw in some grass here. Like so. Okay, so that is not too bad. And we'll put in some flowers. I'm going to maybe do some flowers here. Something like this. Now, a lot of this landscaping, some of the decorative objects, these are really just placeholders, right? Because whatever we get with the new pack, I'll go through and swap some of this stuff out with stuff that is more in keeping with whatever the design style and sort of design aesthetic is of the new pack. I'll pull those back just a little bit so they're not passing through the wall quite so much there. Same thing with this one. There we go. Okay. Those do seem a little big. I'm going to leave them big. I'm going to leave them big again because I don't think they're going to even stay there. And the other size is too small. So I'm going to leave them kind of big. We're going to put these in here. Love those. I love those volcano flowers. I think they're so pretty. Let's put those again. I don't have that bleed over like too much, but we'll do like that. Here in a minute, I'm going to have a sim walk downstairs, make sure they can get past this landscaping. They should be able to. That is my famous last words, though. Oh, yeah, no, they can get past it. That's fine. That's fine. And then they can't get past it, right? We're going to throw in some wild-looking, what's that called? Lavender, right? Well, it's called pleasant purple flowers here. It kind of looks like lavender to me. Okay, so we've got our subway station. This would be really nice. I would love to live in a building like this with a beautiful subway station right there where I don't have to like drive or nothing, right? Okay, what am I going to do with this plaza? I don't know. The plaza has kind of caused me a little bit of pause, you know, like I really don't know where I'm headed with it. Now, one thing I do think is I originally, had all this over here. I think I'm going to take all that out. Yeah, I think I'm going to take all of this out. Oh, whoops. I don't want to take that one out. Just this part. Whoops. Didn't really want to lose that either. I'm going to have that there. I might... I might keep that. Might keep that one. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of that. The idea with these particular kind of terrace steps here is to do a sort of terrace plantings, kind of plant stuff kind of rising up. Oh, shoot, that's not what I wanted to do either. Let's take that off. We could also maybe do water, or something there. Do. Let's put those in there. Now, I'm going to bring that down quite a bit. and do kind of an elevated seating area up here. I actually don't even know if I like these planters now that I have them out. I have them out here and I'm like, I don't know if I like those. Well, at the time I saw them and kind of thought, well, hey, let's grab those. I do like these round ones pretty well. So there's that. Okay. I'm still not set on this black and white tile. I don't know. I mean, I like it. I do like the way it looks, but I'm not at all convinced that I'm going to like it here. One thing I'll tell you about Bangkok too, when I was looking at ideas for landscaping, it's really surprising how much of the landscaping is in pots, in flower pots. It's not as much kind of just planted in the ground, at least that I saw. It was all very much kind of like this. And I'm not sure if that's maybe a pest control type of thing. I don't know. I don't know if you would get pests less often, when you have plants in pots, or maybe it's just easier to treat. You can just spray the pot instead of having to spray the whole ground. Maybe you can swap the pots in and out. I don't know. But I did think it was an interesting observation that definitely seemed to be the case. One thing I might do right here is maybe build a bus stop here. So you have the subway and the bus. Maybe. I'm going to go ahead and grab this particular tile, take it across here. And I am going to frame this out as though we're going to put a bus stop there. And then back here, I think we'll plant some bushes. Again, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see a lot of planted things like that, like I said, but I also didn't see a lot of people really talking about the landscaping that much anyway, to truth be told. I mean, usually it was just about the buildings and stuff like that. A lot of I was watching a lot of condo reviews to get ideas for architecture and building styles and all that sort of stuff. And so most of it's centered around the condominium, kind of the amenities and stuff, not really the landscaping outside the condominium. Let me see here here we go. This works. But if I do something like that, it does help hide that bleed over, from the other side. Pull that back a little bit. And then we could put like some park benches out here on this, and we'll go ahead and we're going to mark this as dirt, right? We're going to mark this as a place to plant stuff. And we're going to mark this also as a place for planting, and this is a place for planting. Although this I might put something there, like some benches, I guess. What do you put outside? In the city, benches. That's it. You just put some benches there. Hope that someone somewhere somehow is going to come along and like sit on them and, kind of put your hard work, all your efforts into Or make it worth it, right? Make it all worth it. Let's put the wall that glows there. And on the other side. Now I do kind of like the shape going on here. I am kind of digging that. I mean, I do think shape wise, it's starting to get there, and I definitely I like these landscaped, islands here that are going into place. Bring that across like that. Now, right now, I've got kind of the sidewalk slabs here. I don't know. Maybe I should go ahead and just put this stuff here, right? Not that. I don't know where that came from. That. There like that. So that it all continues to match. But I do think back over here, once you get towards the back of the building, you would see just those sidewalk slabs. You're not going to see like tile work and stuff like that. Ideally, originally when I built this, I was going to put parking here in the back. Covered parking of some sort. There's not enough room. I'm not going to do that. I would rather have like a plaza than I would parking. If they are going to use this as a seating area up there, we're going to need some sort of, look at all that. Look at all that. I got all that bleed over. I'm going to have to fix all that. They're going to need some sort of steps to get up here. So those big trees are going to make it a nice area, though, to sit. That's for sure. I'll use this stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and move it like that. Let's just make it 2 steps up, and then we'll put in a nice little sort of L bend here. Kind of bring that around like so. Instead of using a railing, we'll just do that. Over here, we really don't need steps, and we can't put steps on an angle. I kind of wanted them to come up this way. But I guess what we can do instead is we'll go ahead and we'll put in some wall here. Let's see. Did I do this height? Nope. That height? Okay. I guess we could bring the wall out like this. And we'll go ahead and we'll grab our wall trim here. And this sort of, well, might be easier to go this way. I always like to grab things with the arrow and just grab a copy. I don't know why. Sometimes it's so frustrating that it really is easier just to go through like this, So we're going to do that. We're just going to go through and do that. I'm afraid I'm going to end up getting rid of these. I really am. I really don't think I'm going to end up using them. I hate to get rid of them just in case I change my mind. Let's go up here. Let's put them up here for the moment just to get them out of my way. I don't really want them in my sight line any longer. And we'll do a long stair across there like so. I wish we could do angled stairs. That'd be really cool to have angled stairs here. I mean, I could square it off. I don't think I'm going to. We're just going to leave it as it is, call it good. I don't know really. I'm not real sure where we're going to put his furniture out here. Again, that's the sort of thing where, I'm really waiting for the new pack. I mean, really. I can throw some placeholder sort of furniture out here. Let's see what we have. I do still like this sort of stuff here. And we've got a kind of a bench version. And it's black and white, so it definitely matches. Let's go ahead and we're going to put just a nice regular kind of seating area here as well. Whoops. That's not too bad. I think we could put a table with this stuff. Like this one. I definitely have to play test to make sure that that is all usable, but I think it is. And we could go ahead and put that there. And back over here, we're going to do kind of the same way. We're going to throw a couple of these benches back here on this particular raised platform. Turn this around. Grab one of these Nouveau Riche tables. Just kind of center it in there. And then who knows? Like I said, this might not last the way this furniture is set up. It may not last once the pack gets here. I definitely might change my mind and put something else out here from the new pack. Probably I will. But for now, this is kind of carrying off, a pretty good look. There we are. Not real sure where to put this tree. I've also got a ton of palm trees over there. I don't have to use, any of it really. But I don't know. Get rid of that. I guess we could put this here kind of where the bus stop's going to be. And there's something else, There's something else in debug that I think would work here as a bus stop. I'm going to check real quick. Let's look here. Oh, hey Lori, I'm just now seeing this. I don't know how long ago you made those suggestions. Maybe would the bubble blower work? Maybe. I'm going to, there's a right real quick. I'm going to look in growing together, right? I think there is a little kind of pavilion that I might be able to use for a bus station. The newspaper thing is a really good idea. I don't know how often do people still read the paper. I don't know. Sometimes I do, but I also like the brochure thing from Get to Work. I'm going to look for that here in a second because I know exactly what you're talking about. That's very cool. I could put it over there by, well, yeah, I might put it by like the information sign. But if I find a newspaper machine in debug, I could put that down there by the vending machines, and it would be one more kind of look, of something that is going on down there. Let me take a look here and see. I don't know that this is where this pavilion I'm thinking of is. That's kind of cool, though. That would almost work. It's just not. I think it's going to be too big round-wise. And it doesn't really come in the right color. The color isn't really what I'm looking for. And I don't think a sim might fit under there, but nah. Let's see here. Oh, that's cute. I remember that. I'm not going to use that, but it's cute. I got to remember it. It is cute. Let me see here. Maybe I might want to use it. Let me go up here and put it by the pool because I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, kind of just to tame it down a little bit there. I might want to use it here by the pool. It is really big. And don't fall in the pool. Stay up here with me, buddy. But it looks really cool. I might use it. We'll see. Oh, there's that thing. I did put it up there too. So I must have seen it at some point. Thought, oh yeah, that might work for something. Let's keep looking here. Now there's this. This is not what I'm thinking of. There is that, but that's not it. And we have that in other packs as well. So, ooh, I don't know. I might want that though. Yeah, I'm going to set that off somewhere. I don't know where. Let's set it down there for now. I got to remember, I think I want to use one of these folded up umbrellas over at the street scene. It's one thing I got to remember there. Yeah, I think the brochure rack down in the subway area. Yeah, down over by, let's see here. Like right over here, by kind of this information board. We could put maybe the rack of information here, or we could scoot these down a little bit, and then we could put a rack of information right there, right? Something like that. I'll see kind of how much space we have coming up. Let's see if this, I hope this pavilion is actually in here. I don't think it is though, because no, we're already getting into this stuff. And I'm sure it's a debug item. I just don't remember what. I mean, that might kind of work, but it's not really in keeping with everything else. Those are cute too. Love those. I may have to just do a big sweep of debug all over again and see what stuff I can use here, like I did with the Thai street scene. Huh. The piece I'm looking for, let me see if I've got it here. No, I don't. No, maybe it doesn't exist. I think it exists. I think it does, though. It was just like a sort of pavilion. I just cannot remember what pack it came with. And I feel like it was recent. So like, I don't think it was Horse Ranch, I don't think it was that. It's not that sort of style. I'm going to switch this over though to maybe there'll be something in City Living because I want to look for those. City Living might also have like newspaper machines. Let's look here and see what we've got to work with. I just went through City Living a little while ago, in fact, and I don't think I saw a newspaper machine. It feels like something I would have grabbed, but maybe not. Might need some more of those planters. Come on, let's see here. I am not seeing. I'm going to grab that. Actually, I think, though, yeah, that's an apartment mailbox. Okay, let's go ahead and put it right there for now. I do think there's going to be new, well, I know there are. We've all seen them, new apartment mailboxes coming with the new pack, so don't really need that. Oh, you know what? I was going to pull up Get to Work as well. That's what I was looking for. I already forgot. We were going to look at Get to Work for the magazine stand. Well, we'll check it. We'll check it too coming up. Because I do not think that there is a newspaper stand here. Maybe in Get Together, maybe. Okay, let's go to Get to Work. Should be here somewhere. Hopefully I don't pass it. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I might be able to use this, though. Let's grab one of those. Put that over there. Probably this, too. So I'm going to need a public restroom by the gym. Ah, there it is. Let's put it over here. I kind of look at that and think of stuff like maybe, like tourist brochures, things like that, right? You know how, usually they're in hotels, but sometimes I have that rack of like all those different brochures, the things you can do, kind of tourist brochures. So I think that'd be really cool. And let's go ahead and let me look through here real quick first before I move on. But I want to look specifically for magazines. I might throw a few up here just for decorative. I'm actually looking to see if there is, in fact, a newspaper box. I'm sure there is somewhere. Maybe it was Strangerville. Strangerville have a newspaper box. Yeah, maybe it was Strangerville. Strangerville is kind of an old-fashioned town, so I'm sure they had those on the street in Strangerville. I don't know if they were in Debug in Strangerville. Okay, so that's that. Let me go ahead and do a search here for magazine. Oh, get to work off. There we go. So we'll throw a few maybe like these up here. Couple of flyer looking things, you know. Give them a little bit different cover there. Okay, so that doesn't seem too bad. That seems pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and paint this just so it looks nicer on the other side. I still don't really know where that pavilion is. That's kind of weird. Like I can see it in my head as clear as day. It's got kind of a gold roof. It's kind of curved. But I don't remember which pack it is in, so I'm at a bit of a loss. Let's throw in some we're going to throw in a little bit of landscaping here, and then I'm going to work on the inside of the building for a little bit. I've got a bunch of apartments to do in there. Definitely lockers for the gym is an excellent idea. I might actually use high school years for the pavilion. You know, it could be that. For some reason, it feels like the pavilion feels more like an urban sort of pavilion, you know. That's why I'm having trouble, I think, picturing where it would be. Because in my head, I'm seeing it as a pretty urban sort of structure. But it could be with the high school stuff. I'm trying to remember if it was supposed to be for bicycles or something else, because I can't remember that either. I think with the gym lockers, I'll probably use stuff from Spa Day. You know, those lockers from Spa Day? Because they have a more kind of upscale appearance, and this building is an upscale building. Although sometimes, even in upscale buildings, you still get those typical sort of metal lockers, right? I mean, the sort of ubiquitous metal gym lockers. So we'll see. I haven't decided there, but that is an excellent idea, that's for sure. Excellent start. Let's grab this. Like so. And then I'm so hopeful that we get some a lot of new landscaping with the new pack and this new world. But that's not too bad. You know, a nice little plot of grass there. We'll put some over on this side too. And then at some point we'll throw in some flowers or bushes or something to give it a more finished off kind of appearance. That looks good. And I think before we leave here, let's go ahead and we're going to throw some benches down here. I don't have a pavilion yet, but we're going to go ahead and throw the benches down here for the bus. And then hopefully that pavilion will go right here. That's so weird. Let me check. I'm going to check real quick before we head inside for the apartment. Did you use it as a bus stop cover? I'm going to check real quick. I'm going to go ahead and check high school and see if it's in that group. Because it definitely could be, and high school's a little bit more recent as well. So I am thinking, well, this is a more recent item, and that's why I thought it was in growing together. Oh, those are kind of cool too. I'm gonna go ahead and set some of those out. let's grab several of these things here and set them off to the side. Now later, like in 3 days, I'll go to use these and I'm like, oh my God, now where did I get those? I need more. I need more than that. Where did I get them? They had to be somewhere. Let's go through here and see. It's kind of a cool tree too. Kind of a big tree, but it's not bad. I don't want it to look too much like the Pacific Northwest though, do I? Really? That's neat. I didn't realize that was in there. It's cool too. Okay, I don't want to get too distracted here. Let me go through here, see where this stuff is. Do. I do not. Okay. I don't. There it is. Oh my God, that's it. Okay, Laura, you were right. That's it. That's what I was looking for right there. Right there. That's it. That's it exactly. So let me, I'm going to pull it out a little bit so it doesn't kind of intersect that subway stop cover. That is exactly what I was looking for, was that particular piece right there. We'll pull these out a little bit like this. Okay, so that's it. That's perfect. That's dead on what I was looking for. Now let's see. Let's see if I can find a garbage can real quick. I'm gonna set a garbage can out here before I leave. I keep saying I'm gonna do just one more thing before I leave. Eventually, I'm gonna get into that building over there. But let's grab a garbage can here. I kind of hope we get a new outside garbage can with the new pack. This one will do, that kind of square white one there. But I would love to have something very, ultra modern, very cool and ultra modern. Okay. So for now, this is coming along pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to move all this up here. And in fact, I might use these up here. One more thing I really should do real quick, though, is let's go ahead and fill in this particular grassy area. Come on. Well, that's okay. We'll do it like this. Oh, come on. Please, game. Please make building easy today. Here we go. Let's try it like that. There we go. I'm going to hope this other side goes on without any trouble. Let's hope. Nope. That's a dead hope. We're going to have to just kind of get it lined up here and raise it into place as well. And now hopefully surely this one will work, right? Surely it will. Yeah, it's going to work okay. Oh boy, this particular platform is just not wanting to work for me. Like that. Okay, so we've got that particular landscaping set up. I'm going to make some place to put in, like, kind of someplace to store your bicycles. I don't know where. Let's put it in here for now. Maybe I won't. There's not a lot of outdoor space, and I don't really want it, like, right in the middle of the plaza. We'll grab this stuff and move it in here. Okay, so the plaza's coming along not too badly. That actually looks a lot better. A lot better than when we started, so I'm pretty happy with that. I got this out thinking I was going to use it somewhere, and I'm not real sure where. Maybe here? Does it change to any other colors, I wonder? Like that. Because I thought it might be kind of cool as like a for lease or for sale type of sign. I mean, it gets really big there, that's for sure. But maybe. We'll see. I could always put it someplace else or just use the tool mod to maybe make it a little bit bigger, but not quite that big. Leave that there. Now this over here is going to be a gym. I'm going to throw in some flooring here. And just a couple of pieces of equipment. We're going to also need a bathroom, some sort of bathroom. And I think we'll use this sort of door here. Well, like that. The gym's not that big. Now that I look at it, it's not that big. I'm going to put some equipment in real quick and then kind of decide from there how much room I have for kind of squeezing in a changing room and bathroom situation, which I think may be right along here. Let's go here to activities. Put in this very nice, expensive equipment, maybe, right? Again, this is that sort of building. You paid a lot to live here. You expect state-of-the-art equipment. One thing that I saw a lot as far as gymnasiums went was these like punching bags, like boxing rings and stuff were very, very popular. So my thought is I'm going to put a punching bag in here too. And then 2 of those and 2 treadmills. It's going to get really tight in here really quick. Mm-hmm. But maybe like that is not such a bad idea. We could do something like that. And you know, one thing we can do this. Maybe. There's just not a lot of room here to work with. I could just do 1 of these and then 1 punching bag and 2 treadmills. Yeah, no room for the rock climbing wall, that's for sure. And it's really too bad because the ceiling height is the highest ceiling height. So as far as that goes, there's enough room for 1, I think, but maybe we could put it outside. I don't know. Let's go. You can kind of tell I really just designed the floor plan and then thought, oh, let's put this here, let's put that there, type of stuff. Let's do this. We're going to have a relatively small changing areas here. 1 for men, 1 for women. Drop down here. We'll use this same door. I'm not really going to designate them men and women. I'm just putting them as men and women just so that there's 2, just so people don't get their feelings worked up. Because really with me, I consider them unisex and anybody can use it. And, you know, it's like, just go in there and use the bathroom and get ready and don't worry about it, right? I'm much more like just not that concerned about it. So that's kind of where that's coming from. Let's put in our sort of lockers. I'm going to put some lighting in there. I don't know what kind of lighting I'm going to use right now. Or I mean long term. Right now I'm going to use this because it's quick and easy in here. Long term, I kind of want it to be, again, a little bit lower, right? Kind of where I've been angling at with lighting in this building. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put in a toilet and a shower and a sink into this space. I guess really just to say we did because we really don't need this stuff. I just kind of want to keep a little bit of realism with it, right? So let's put that there. Whoops. And if I get lucky, if we all get lucky and this pack comes out and it's got, you know, larger lots on it, then I'm, you know, I'm not getting my hopes up, right? If I end up getting like larger lots, then I probably will go through and make this bigger. But I do want to put it here. It's most of these condominiums I saw, even kind of the lower income side of them, they were like super heavy on amenities. They had so many amenities, like rooftop pools and these club rooms and gyms, all this stuff. Prices are crazy reasonable, like $500-$600 a month or something, and it includes all this stuff. So I really do want to have that idea in here. Now, somewhere in this mess, there is it there? No. Right here. That's awfully big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. There we go. We're going to put that under our, boxing there, right? Put a little comfy mat to stand on. Can look out the pool here while we're doing. I'm getting some stutter on that while we're doing our treadmill. Take care of that stutter there with the tool mod. That's good. Good and easy. We'll do these windows too while we're at it. Did that work? That didn't work as well as on the other one, I don't think. I might have to alter that a little bit more. Let's try it a little bit more. Let's see here. Ah, that's better. Take care of this here. Okay, so that takes care of that stutter. I'll have to do that in a couple other windows like that coming up. No, I wish I just saw. Yeah, I saw that again. I was gonna say, yep, no room for a rock climbing wall. I wish there was. I never used that rock climbing wall, and I think it's really cool. But it never gets used because it is really big. Where is it here? I guess instead of, oh no, it's too big. I was going to say maybe instead of this, we could do it because the ceilings are high enough. But, oh, that is really big. I forgot how big that is. I mean, like its whole footprint is just massive. If we get big lots with this pack, then I will maybe make a bigger gym and put a rock climbing wall in there. I think that's what I'll do. We're going to put some mirrors here across from this exercise unit. Okay. I don't think I've ever tried doing that tool mod trick on a mirror. Let's see if it works for that. Well, yeah, it seems okay. Though it seems okay even without the mod, though. Oh, yeah, there we go. No, I don't think there's any way around it. I think we're just going to have to, I'm going to have to just live with it. When you get in close, you can't tell, right? So it's all right. One thing I would also like to do, again, there's not really the space in here. Let's see here. Put that there. And then I'm going to grab a table and throw like some stuff on it, right? Like some towels, stuff like that. Do. I think it's only going to let me put one of those there, but maybe that'll be okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know if there's anything else really to put on there. Maybe let's put these books on there. You know, just maybe they're the rules, right? Like the rules of the condo, like don't do this in here, don't do that. We can maybe put something decorative down here. And let's see here. Let's use this picture, right? That always reminds me of water. It's not water, but it always reminds me of water. So we're going to put it here by where the pool is. Actually, hold on just a second. Let me take a look here. What have I got going on? Got a quick text here. Okay, now I'm waiting for a response there. Let's take a look here. Right up above this room, I'm going to do an entrance style sort of living room for the top floor penthouse. Right, so we're going to go ahead and put in some wall covering, some floor covering. And then I want to go ahead and let's grab this stairwell. Okay. I want to make this kind of a loft opening right here. Mm-hmm. But ideally, I want it to go right there, of course. Ooh, that didn't work out. Hold on, let's change that. Let's see here. I just want to erase this part. Oh, I know what I need to do. Hold on. For now, we're going to have to outline it, I think, like that. I don't know. I've been having a little trouble getting build by to see what I can normally get it to do, but maybe it will be okay. Okay, so then we're going to have kind of a loft staircase here leading upstairs to the more private areas of the penthouse. And this is where the sim I created specifically for this apartment building, Gloria Solitaire, lives. Hold on just a second. Just talking to my son real quick here. Okay, so that'll satisfy him hopefully for just a second. How many units will I do? In this particular building, there will be a total of this one large unit, 2 1-bedrooms, possibly 3 1-bedrooms, because I might do a 1-bedroom unit down here on the first floor. And then this unit, another 2-story unit. So that's going to be a total of 4 to 5 units in this building. The units I'm going to make pretty large. Now, across the street here, in that building, there are 5 units in that building, and it's much smaller than this one. And then, like over here on the street scene, I think there was something like 11, 11 different units over there in this particular build, because this is much more of an urban, older, dense type of build. And I might change this a little bit. I might do a couple of 2-bedroom builds over there. There's a lot of 1-bedrooms in that development. So I might put in a couple of 2-bedrooms, and then that would bring the total down probably closer to like 8 units over there across the street. And over here, this is kind of the same way. You've got essentially 2 3-bedrooms and then 3 1-bedroom units. Now I have a lot of other multi-unit builds that have a lot more units in them. I think, though, typically no more than 8. And they've just been sitting around waiting for us to be able to have apartments, right? Now, right here, we're going to go ahead and throw in a sectional. Oh, well, thank you, YouTube. I'm glad you like it. I will upload it. I will not upload it until, this new pack for rent comes out, because I'll add stuff from that pack to the build. One thing I'm going to do, and I need to do as soon as I get done with this, is going to be the next thing I build. I'm going to do some base game only multifamily builds. So far, everything I've built has been like the everything pack type of builds. So I really do need to make some base game only. That way people, and then maybe with the for rent pack, base game and for rent. That way people can just customize it later with stuff that they actually have in their game, right? Do, do, do. Mm-hmm. Whoops. Throw this in there. Could go ahead and put like an office back here behind it. This is just a first floor sort of public space. You know, this is where your guests would arrive to. So I don't know. We could put some sort of table back there, maybe. It would definitely be more of a business type of space. This is where you're going to meet people to discuss business that you're not going to bring up to your primary residence. Maybe something like that back here. Do, do, do. I don't know if there's enough room back there for 4 chairs around it. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Thanks, YouTube, very much. Happy building to you too as well. The new pack is coming too soon. Never too soon to get started on both storytelling and building. And actually, challenges for that matter too. I think the new pack's going to work really well for challenges, for generational challenges. My own personal challenge, own the entire world. That's my goal. As a sim, I want to own every single lot in every single world. And if you are going to be renting a non-rabbit hole, if you're going to be living in a non-rabbit hole, you're going to be paying me rent, right? That's kind of my goal there. Uber capitalist. I'm going to call it the Uber capitalist, challenge. Let's take off that and that. Just put 2 of those there. Mm-hmm. This is a pretty big room. It's kind of bigger than I thought when I started out here. I think we'll put in some sort of bar. That's kind of big. It's kind of a big bar, but that is going to be okay, I think. We're going to... Well, it's really big. It is really big as a bar. I don't know what we're going to do here with that. I guess I'll leave it. I do like the style and I like the color of it really well. That's why I immediately thought in my head, I'm going to grab that. But at the same time, it is super big. It's definitely designed more for a retail space than it is for a home, right? Than it is for a home. I saw a lot of mirrors in the different apartments and different structures I was researching, for this particular build, for these builds. A lot of mirrors on the wall, a lot of mirrors used as decor. I think I'm going to go ahead and frame this in with a pony wall. Do, 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 do. I don't know if the railing's going to work here right now. We're going to try it. It's kind of hit or miss right now with the railings. I'm going to... Yeah, see, it's a little hit or miss. It's a little wonky there with the railing. I'm not really getting one here, right, on the outside. So I'm going to have to just kind of, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe it's this. Is this causing the problem? The half wall? Just take it out. That. Nope, that didn't fix it. So it's not that. One thing I could do, I guess, to maintain the look is, and give it a railing. Except, no, I really don't want to do that. Now that I think about it, we could do this. We could put in slate, right? Those slate tile sort of things. Where's the like tall slate? There we go. And they've got it in kind of a brown. So we could do something like this. And then it acts as a railing for the stairs. But I don't think I really want to have that area kind of that sealed off. I don't know. We're going to have to wait on that one. Let's see here. Hold on just a second. Do. Okay, I have to go for just a second. Actually, we'll be right back. If you can't hold on, though, I understand. Thanks for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify. And thanks for watching. I will be back momentarily. I'm going to leave this live for the moment. I've got to go touch base with my son real quick. And I will be right back in about 5 minutes or so. And in the meantime, again, thanks for watching. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Aha, having a son. I don't know how many people out there have kids, but it's always an adventure. It's always something. I can't stream for how much longer, but I got a little bit of time left ahead of me. I am trying to decide here. Maybe take this here. Put that like that. And put this here. Oh, you know the only thing I don't like about that, though? I don't want it to be too hard to get back over here. So let's not do that. Let's go ahead and we'll do that there. And maybe, yeah, let's just wait on that. I might put this over here on this wall. I really can't wait to see what kind of new furniture and especially decorative objects we get with the new pack, right? I want a whole bunch of, oh, hey, thank you. Thank you. It's good to be back. I want a whole bunch of very authentically Southeast Asian type of items, right? I mean, I want to be able to do a really good look, or something really cool. So I have a lot of hopes for the upcoming pack that I certainly hope do come through. I hope it comes through. I think it's going to. I mean, it's almost looking so good that it's kind of frightening to think about how good it looks. You know, it's like you don't want to jinx it for yourself and get your hopes up too high, right? This here. So I always try to keep my hopes in check with that sort of stuff. But what can I say? It does look really promising. Like there's going to be a lot of stuff we've kind of pined away for a while that is kind of coming to fruition. Not only can we build apartments, we can own them and rent them out ourselves, right? Own multiple properties. I really hope that we can own everything. I seriously have that as a dream, to own every single lot in the entire Sims world, and everything belongs to me, right? It's mine. It's kind of my dream, so we'll see. Mm-hmm. This isn't too bad. I mean, I don't really even know what I want to put in this room. It's just a kind of general meeting place for people. So I'm a little bit of a loss of even what to put in here. I mean, it's the sort of place you might have a cocktail party, right? It is that. So, like a table, right? A table seems like a good idea if you're going to have a cocktail party. You probably want to put a little table in here, someplace for people to put their cocktails, right? But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a hanging out type of spot. Maybe this. Put it there. And then, of course, we really do need some decorative items, and I just don't know how much to get into that because there should be so much new stuff coming. Well, kind of like this. Let me take a look here at this. I do like that. I'm not sure if I want that, since it's an apartment. I feel like maybe it should be a little more private. The door should be a little more private. We do have stuff like this. This is a very good look. And it does have, you know, a little bit of kind of a glass door there, so you can see who's there, but it's not like a huge, doesn't give a huge view into your home. Oh, we've got these. This works too. I don't know if there's enough room though to use this everywhere. Let's go with that. I kind of like that. It's got a very secure feel to it, right? I mean, it's got a very, especially with these sort of slats across the window, it's got a very secure feel, like nobody's going to be able to break in. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. And we're going to turn off the sun for a little bit and kind of tinker around a little here with lighting, right? Let's see here. I could have sworn these sectional pieces used to kind of auto lock onto each other. They don't. They don't auto lock onto each other. Now they do to the grid. You know, but I want to set these slightly off the grid so I can pull it out, you know, from that picture there. Like that. Do. Kind of have a very, I want to have a very high tech sort of feel, you know, this sort of home of the future. Do. Put a little hall table here. Whoops. Wow. A little bit of rubber. Come on. There we go. Don't go crazy on me, game. A little bit of rubber banding there. I'm trying to pull back just enough that I can see that table. Maybe throw some sort of art or a mirror or something above it. And then maybe some decorative items on top of it. Let's see here. That can go there. And we might do something here, you know, something like this, just like a little light to the area. I don't want to have too much light there. I do want to keep things kind of shadowy, but I think that candlelight is kind of pretty. It has a pretty warm feel, you know, back in there. Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm sorry to anybody I'm giving motion sickness to with that little up and down there a little bit. Let's hope it'll stay still. Stay still for me. Don't move too much for a little bit. Let me look here. Mm-hmm. You know, these are really great kind of fallback, that gold cat and gold dog. I use the cat a lot. I like cats. I like dogs though too. So no, stop. I just want to make sure that I kind of get the cat kind of centered here. There we go. So we'll kind of put those, and cats are a little bit Asian. There's always like that lucky cat. Now that's here in the United States. For all I know, in Asia, they've never heard of this and it has no bearing on reality. But here in the United States, a lot of times if you go to a Chinese restaurant, in quotes, because again, it's Chinese food that has been Americanized and adulterated to the end here in the U.S. But if you go in those restaurants, oftentimes there's like a little cat on the counter, and sometimes it'll be a motorized cat, so its paw, like waves to you. Sometimes he's got like a big golden kind of coin or something, like I don't know what it is, like an oval or something that's gold that he's holding. And I think he's supposed to be good luck. I think that's what the deal is he's supposed to be good luck and for your business, But you see those in all of the sort of local Chinese-inspired food restaurants here in the United States. And sometimes they'll be pure gold. Sometimes they're white, holding a little gold coin. Sometimes they're completely gold, like pure gold. Like, I don't know what the difference is or how someone decides. Like, no, we're just going to have the golden cat over the white cat, or, something like that. I don't know. I should look that up sometime, like what's the difference? And if I'm going to put one in my business for good luck, should I go with the golden one or the white one? That looks pretty good. Do. That seemed like a good idea that I just put there. Oh, that might look cute. What if I put that in? Now it's not going to look cute. I've done stuff like that before. And, in the old days, when we had so much less stuff in game, it would be a little more common for me to do something like that. That's not too bad. Little, kind of glowing orb there on the table. Can go with that. Anyway, we had so much less stuff that it wasn't too unusual for me to kind of merge a lot of things together just so it looked a little bit different than normal. So it looked like it was something new, kind of like that, Now it's got a new base on it. It's got plenty of light, over here in this area. We could take that one out maybe. It'd still be plenty of light. I'm going to leave it there for now, but I might take it out. But now, it's got that cool little base. I don't know if the table is usable to eat off of in that case. It becomes more decorative, but it doesn't really matter because that's not the dining room, right? That's just some place to hang out, kind of talk, discuss whatever it is they're there to discuss about. This is a really nice apartment in like Bangkok, so it's probably like the Asian mafia is there, right? To talk to you about what you're going to do for them. What are you prepared to do for them? And chances are, if you've got this apartment, you've already done some stuff for them and you're prepared to do quite a bit. Because this is a nice place. We're going at that. This is a nice place. Put that under there. Or can use this here. Okay, so that looks pretty good there. We got that. I don't know what I'm going to do for railings for that particular, for the stairs there. It doesn't make any sense. This isn't reading, as another room. So this should, is it because of up here? No, it should show a railing just like it does on this side. So It's just one of the things right now that's not working exactly like it's supposed to, right? So I keep thinking, well, maybe this is tied, like I said, maybe it's tied into some early updating of the code for this upcoming pack release, because they do sometimes put some stuff in a little bit early. So my hope, oh dear God, please, when is it comes out on the 7th, right? So that's a Thursday, I think, and then they'll do an update on Tuesday, which would be the 5th. So that's still a long time. But hopefully, like, 3.5 weeks from now, they're going to update they're going to do the update, and there's going to be all of these things are going to fix. We'll see. That's a big, big hope of mine. Okay, maybe this one. It's a big popular desk for me. Put that there, maybe. I hate to use that desk because it is such a popular desk for me that I use it all the time. However, my thought is I'll probably just end up using it as a placeholder anyway, because hopefully there'll be a new desk with the new pack, so I won't actually end up needing to use it. We got that. Let's do that. Well, yeah, let's do it. Let's just go with that, and let me grab one of these plastic chairs over here, which are not the ubiquitous plastic chairs that you see over the entire world. I think if you've seen people talking about those, the cheap plastic chairs you usually get at a dollar store, are in the game coming up to use outside on a nice little sidewalk sort of setup, sidewalk cafe setup. Yeah, and I really do think everybody in the entire world has seen those chairs, sat in those chairs, used those chairs, maybe even owned those chairs. Lord knows I have owned those chairs in my life too, because they are just, like I said, so ubiquitous. They are everywhere all the time. I like that. Let's see if we can grab some sort of planter, something sleek and slick. Not that. That's cute. I like that. That comes from growing together. But I want something very sleek, like this maybe. That's not too bad. Let's see if there's something else we can use back here as well. The thing I don't like about that is it doesn't look like an actual plant. It just looks like maybe some faux leaves or something put in there. But it's got a great look. It's got a really great kind of color and design. Oops. That's not too bad. I do like this. This looks good. I do like these as well. I don't think they're going to be quite what I'm looking for, but they look really good. They do look really good. Okay. Is that going to be kind of it? That might be it. That might be the one we use right there. Oh, I like this. I love that. In fact, that's one of my favorites. I do love that little plant. Let's grab that. Let's do a vignette. We'll do like the 3 of these together. We'll put this one here and this kind of like here. Well, I don't want it to intersect, but kind of like that. And then we'll do this kind of like that. And then let's go ahead and grab some lighting for it. Not too bad. Nice sort of dramatic vignette there. It always feels a little weird to me. We've got these kind of lights out here on the floor. I will say that, but I can go in later with the tool mod and actually make those quite a bit smaller. And we can make them so small you really won't even see them in there. Let's grab a computer. A nice computer, an expensive computer. The ProSim laptop. I don't really want that to be that big, but you know, when it's this small, it doesn't look exactly right either. Let me see what other. Let's go with that. I kind of like that. That's a new. Isn't that like the junk? Is that the junk pack or basement or something? I don't know. But that looks kind of cool. We'll go with that. Maybe not. Maybe it was. I don't know what it was. There was something that has this icon that looks like a bunch of blankets folded up. So I don't know. I don't remember. It was something. And then what else could we do around here? I guess we could put in some, like a rug, maybe. Let's throw in a couple of rugs real quick. Although, again, we're probably going to get new rugs with the new pack. And I'll end up swapping some of this out. Let's see here. The one thing I perpetually miss from The Sims 3, well, there's more than one thing. I love The Sims 3. It's really great. It's a really great game. Is the cast system, because you could make anything, like any pattern that you wanted and any color that you wanted. So it was so easy to come up with, like, you know, say a rug that really suited the design you were going for. Let's see. I mean, there's that. That's not too bad. That sort of thing. It's okay. Let's take it out, though. I don't think I'm going to use it there. We have this. This is always a good standby. This sort of, like, you know, rug from the gym pack. And we could use it for both areas. Kind of keep things pretty cohesive looking. The only thing I don't like, again, is it's not quite big enough, I feel like, really. But we could go in with tool mod real quick here, and we will scale this up. And instead of having to go directly from this size to double size, we can just do like maybe 1.25, right? Like that. See, and that's a little bit better. So it's bigger, it looks more like it's designed to fit under that furniture. But if we scale that up to twice as big, well, I'll show you here on this one, because I'm going to scale it up as well. If we scale it up twice as big like we have to do in the game, we get that, right? That's way too big. I don't want it to be that big, right? Let's see here. Tool, scale, bring it back down. And there we go. So now we've got a couple of rugs in there. This looks pretty good. Looks pretty good during the day too. Not too bad. Up here on this floor, we have a loft area. Now, I need a kitchen. I need a dining room. I need a family room, and I need a couple of bedrooms. So naturally, I would say probably family room here, kitchen dining here, bedroom bath, and maybe some sort of half bath in here somewhere, especially since we don't have one downstairs. So let's see here. If I was going to do a kitchen here, and I am going to do a kitchen here, I guess we would go ahead. Let's grab a pony wall for now. We're going to grab a pony wall, and let's divide this off like that, so that this becomes our dining space, this becomes a kitchen, this becomes a breakfast area. And we'll go ahead and take this pony wall a little bit further, like so, like so. That way the kitchen is even more defined off of both those spaces. And we'll come through here, kind of draw that and that. So we'll do kitchen stuff. Where to put a bathroom? That's going to be a little bit, I guess I could put it here. Like right here by the door. Let's go with that for now. We'll go with the bathroom here. Small living area here. We really don't need much of a family room, to be quite honest. I'm really just going to put a place here to watch TV. This is a big living room that the family can always use downstairs. Really what I need to focus on is our kitchen and dining area, and then a couple of bedrooms. So let's go through here. We're going to grab this wall stuff here, and then we'll go over here. What I want to do here too is I am going to try putting in that slate that I looked at earlier. Let's grab this tall slate tile. We'll get it in. There it is. That's the other thing wrong about, this build mode here lately is like when you go to search something, it's not right there immediately. You have to kind of go look for it. But in order to create a little bit of privacy between dining and kitchen, we're going to put up those sort of tall slate, right? Whatever you want to call it, tall slate sort of barriers like that. And then over here, this is really common, this sort of setup where, again, where you basically just have like a TV on the wall and then like a sofa right across from it. And that's it, all right, for kind of a living room. Now, this is typically in smaller apartments, but I think we can make use of the idea here. Put that like that. For our sort of living room here on the second floor. I don't know really what kind of sofa we're going to use, but let's grab something that looks sleek, sophisticated, and expensive, all in the same sentence. Which can be kind of hard. I'm going to tell you why this is kind of hard sometimes in The Sims. We might use this or just wait and see what's coming. For now, I might use this as a placeholder. It's okay. It's a little retro, but it's okay. The thing that makes this hard sometimes in The Sims is this, okay? Say that. All of those pillows, right? All of those pillows, all mismatched, all look like you just got, and this is true. I mean, I've done this, so I'm not saying it doesn't exist in the real world, because it does. It was like you just got done going to a garage sale and you bought all the pillows that were left at the end of the garage sale, and they were like, you can have them all for a quarter, but you got to take them all with you, right? So you just thought you had hit the gold mine. You grabbed all those pillows, you went home, you threw them all on the sofa. I totally get that, because I have been there and I've done it myself. But when I'm trying to design something here for Architectural Digest, I don't want a whole bunch of mismatched pillows or this, like, some blankets thrown on there, something. I don't want that. I want something like sleek and slick. This might have worked though. This is kind of cool too. I love the Moroccan pack, and I might have been able to do something like this. What have we got here? See, that's really pretty. It's got pillows on it. It does have pillows on it, but they kind of match, right? I do think they kind of match, and there's matching chairs for that. So let's take that out. Let's do this, because I don't remember if there's matching chairs for that last sofa I had there. If I see matching chairs for that last sofa, I might swap them out again. But for now, let's look for that Moroccan chair. We'll put it here with the sofa. Here it is. This is just really a gorgeous set. I mean, even if you hate kits, that's okay. I get you. I get it. But even if you hate kits, get this one, because it is so beautiful. It is the most beautiful kit. And I love Morocco. I love that sort of like North African looking sort of style like this. And what I really want like a North African world. A North African world. I kind of want a South African world too, because those two places are wildly different from each other. But I would love a North African world, and like the kit was really cool and I loved it, but there's a whole lot more to Morocco than just, the kit. Anyway, rant over, speech over, but that's what I would love to see. I'd love it. Something like super authentic too. Like I want to feel like I'm there. I've been to Morocco once in my life. I really did like it. I thought it was a really beautiful country. Everyone I interacted with there was really friendly. They were really friendly people, like in the markets and stuff like that. Super friendly people, super nice. And I think pretty much by and large, though, everybody is around the world. It's never the people. It's never the people around the world that are the problem. I think it's always the governments is the problem, but they were really nice there. It was a really beautiful country, and I really did like it. I haven't been there in a long time, and I would like to go back someday, but it was really cool. Let's see here. Maybe that might work. I don't know. Let's look and see what else we've got to kind of play around with here. I don't know if you guys have like Home Goods in your area. It's kind of a great big kind of decorative type of store. And they always have like about 100 rugs. And I need 100. I need that. I need that in game. And every week they change, so there's always something different in there. Because I'm always looking for something kind of different, I want to do something different. Let's check out this. What do we got here? I do like this stuff. Let's see here. Is that too much with that particular seating arrangement? It's a little different. It's a little different, isn't it? We could maybe get away with that, though. I mean, you know what? I'm going to say this real quick. You can get away with anything you like. That's what I feel like. If you put it in game and you like the way it looks, the rest of it really doesn't matter. I mean, you can pretty much get away with what you like. If you like it, then it worked. It looks good. Here we go. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. And then we're going to use the kitchen cabinetry that we're going to use. We're going to go ahead and grab some of it and create, kind of a little cabinetry area underneath here. Because naturally, we're going to use the new cabinets from the Home Hustle pack. Love that pack. Super cool. Nice to see a return to the stuff packs, at least for a little bit, right? At least for one. It's got a good look. I mean, I feel like I don't know, it's just me, but I do feel like it's going to probably gel pretty well with the new expansion pack. I just feel like maybe it just came out first, I'm going to put in a little more lighting under here. Let me see here. Whoops. Okay. That ought to do that. Now, we are going to need a doorway up there. We'll go ahead and use this, the ubiquitous apartment doorway, to put up here. This is kind of a big bathroom. I don't know. Here's the thing we could do, but it's a little bit not in keeping with sort of what I saw when it comes to Thailand, right? And building is we could go ahead and put in, I mean, this is a luxury unit. This is a luxury unit. We could go ahead and put in a kind of a small laundry room here. Which I don't know if I ever saw that at all. The closest I would have seen to that was when someone put their laundry out on the balcony. That happened a lot. You see the laundry out on the balcony. But again, I do feel like this is a luxury unit. So maybe you would see that. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do it that way for now. Bathroom here, laundry here with a washer and a dryer. Again, since this is a luxury unit, I'm going to go ahead and put a dryer in there with it. I don't think I saw a dryer anywhere in any of the stuff I watched on Bangkok, not like one single time. It's just not the way they do stuff. That's cool. I do like that. In fact, I don't dry most of my clothes, even though I own a dryer. I don't dry most of my clothes. But I'm going to go ahead and put one in there. I don't want to have clothes hanging outside at this type of apartment. And I kind of feel like you would see dryers, but they were always like a washer-dryer combo, right? And also in-game, we don't have laundries. They had a lot of laundries in Thailand where you just took your laundry to the laundry and the laundry did it, kind of like a dry cleaner. So we don't have that to make up, for not having a dryer. So since this is a luxury unit, long story short, since this is a luxury unit, I'm going to go ahead and put in a dryer. And everyone's going to say, oh, that must be an American that lives there. That must be an American because only Americans have those. And I'll be like, yeah, you're right. They don't. That's true. This is the other thing is a stove oven combo doesn't exist in Bangkok. At all. Nowhere at all. You have a built-in oven separate from a cooktop, even though I put them close together here. A lot of times you have a microwave or a toaster oven under your cooktop, something like that. Let's put in a vent hood. Same way. We're going to just stick with this pack. We're going to stick with kind of where we're at. It all looks so good. I mean, this kitchen pack looked so good. Put that there. Again, since this is a luxury unit, I'm going to put in a dishwasher. I did see, it was rare. It was so rare, but I did see a couple of places. Again, really the much more expensive places did have a dishwasher. So we'll put a dishwasher in there. We're going to go ahead and put in kind of the smaller unit though. Now, my thought is, how much room have I got to work with here? I'm going to put in kind of a, in the States, we would call it kind of a butler's pantry area. So mostly just meant for storage and maybe some staging for when you're going to have, say, a dinner party or something like that. And typically a butler's pantry would be a little more set apart from the kitchen and everything else. But in this case, we're going to just make it kind of an area here. And it really won't be used for anything in-game because in-game we don't have that functionality. But it'll be kind of a cool look. It definitely has kind of that feel. Let's take that out. Let's move this down here. Let's grab one of these and put over here. And then we'll have kind of a staging area right there. We can put in a quick breakfast area over here. Like so. We're going to grab some chairs. Like these here. I love these chairs. I just dig these. I just love them. I'm going to put in 4 of those. Let's turn it at an angle. We're going to grab something here for the dining room. Now downstairs I did a dining room already. And I used this modern table from like the gym pack, right? I use that all the time. It's super cool looking modern table. But since I've already used it in this particular build, I don't necessarily want to use it again. What I'm going to hope for is that we have something else coming. In the meantime, I'm going to use, I think, this here. And I might change. Oh yeah, are you back? Are you ready? Okay, then give me just a second. I have to go. that was my son/manager, and I'm gonna have to go. Let me throw a few chairs in here real quick. Few dining room chairs to kind of get us going here. What would be? I like these. Those are always really a good option. We've got something kind of older like that. It's not bad. Those are always cool. Let's see. Dream Home Decorator always works. We've got these. I used these downstairs already. So I could use this. Like that. I don't know though. How about this? It's kind of fancy, you guys. Got some fancy 80s vibes going with it. You know what? I'm going to go with that for now. I am going to go with that in this sort of brown and gold for now. Let's call that good. And then, you know, the new pack probably have something new, or maybe something else will kind of strike me coming up at some point. But for now, we've got quite a bit done. I'm super happy with this downstairs, okay? The plaza, the subway tunnel, or the subway station. Totally love it. And I really, really dig this, entry area here. So it's come along pretty well. If you're watching, please hit like, subscribe, and notify. It's been great having you. There will be more of this to come. We've still got a ways to go before the pack even gets here, and there's a lot of building to do. Like I said, I'm going to, after this, I'm going to do a base game only. Base game only, nothing else. And then when the new pack comes, I'll outfit it with a little bit of the new pack, kind of update it. But in the meantime, base game only. That's where we're headed. That's what we're going to do. So don't miss it. Hit like, subscribe, and notify. And in the meantime, as always, thank you